Blake Snell delivered exactly the sort of vintage, game-stealing outing the Dodgers needed Saturday night. 6 shutout innings, sharp command for most of his outing, and a chance for Los Angeles to flip the NL West back into its column. Snell's 62 strikes on 96 pitches steadied a club that has had more late-game drama than it wanted in recent weeks, and the offense did enough early and often to make his night comfortable. A first-inning push, Freddie Freeman doing what Freddie Freeman does with runners in scoring position, and Teoscar Hernandez supplying a solo homer in the 5th to put the result out of reach. When the final out came, the Dodgers were 6-0 winners and owners of a 1-game lead over San Diego in a division that will be decided by inches. This was a classic LA approach, manufacturing runs, getting a lengthening start from a veteran arm, and letting the margin grow when the opponent self-destructs. The Dodgers jumped on Dylan Cease immediately. His command deserted him early. 6 walks in the first 2 innings is a brutal line for a supposed frontline starter. It yielded multiple free base runners and allowed Los Angeles to turn the modest opportunities into a 3-run first. Add in 3 errors for San Diego, and you have a tidy explanation for why the scoreboard was 5-0 before Cease left after 85 pitches. In short, this wasn't just Snell being great. It was the Dodgers capitalizing on opponent mistakes and avoiding the bullpen roulette that has cost them in past games. Snell's outing matters for 2 reasons. First, the Dodgers rotation needed a length-of-game anchor. Clayton Kershaw and Tyler Glasnow are fine pieces on their nights, but Snell giving 6 quality frames stabilizes the club's win expectancy and saves the bullpen for high-leverage spots later in the week. Second, Snell looked like a pitcher who can re-enter the elite conversation when his command is on. He avoided the long ball, limited hard contact, and kept hitters off balance. That's important because Los Angeles cannot afford to waste innings from its starters down the stretch. The depth on the staff will be tested with the grind of September schedules. Offensively, the narrative was efficiency. The Dodgers produced early pressure with a sacrifice fly and an RBI single from Michael Conforto. And Freeman's knack for coming through in messy, pressure-adjacent moments turned a small edge into a multi-run cushion. Teoscar's 20th homer was a reminder that Los Angeles can still score in a variety of ways. Small ball manufacturing and the occasional boom. Plate discipline was present. Reaching 6-0 against a team that made mental and mechanical errors was about playing smart, not spectacular baseball. For the Padres, the issues are glaring and fixable, but fixable only if cleanly addressed. Cease's pitch-to-contact profile evaporated as control issues ballooned into free passes, and the defensive miscues compounded the problem. San Diego's rotation depth is usually a strength. Saturday exposed how quickly a starter's off night and fielding lapses can cost a high-leverage series. The bullpen will need to be managed carefully Sunday and in the coming days, and the coaching staff must recenter the team on fundamentals. Attack the strike zone, make routine plays, and stop offering free base runners. Sunday's matchup, Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers against Yu Darvish for the Padres, sets up as a tone setter. Glasnow has electric upside and, when healthy, can make an offense look ordinary. Darvish, similarly, will test Los Angeles' ability to rally off a top-of-the-order arm. For the Dodgers, the objective is straightforward. Keep getting length from starters, limit bullpen exposure, and continue to turn opponents' mistakes into runs. For the Padres, it's about cleanup. Fewer walks, fewer errors, cleaner at-bats, and a more disciplined approach to pitching when a starter is tipping or losing his feel. Beyond the box score, this game nudges the NL West into full-on tension. A 1-game lead is nothing in August, but it's psychologically meaningful. Momentum in baseball is as much about confidence as it is about standings. The Dodgers leaving Dodger Stadium with a series win and their top-tier bats and arms showing up is a meaningful swing in a division that will come down to head-to-head moments. The league's second half is a 2-month test of consistency. Los Angeles answered Saturday by checking multiple boxes: starter length, timely offense, and defensive clarity. And those are the same boxes they'll need to check repeatedly if they want to keep the cushion they just stole from San Diego. Blake Snell absolutely set the tone. 6 scoreless innings, 62 strikes on 96 pitches, and the kind of efficient outing that takes the heat off a lineup and a bullpen. When your starter gives 6 clean frames, you're asking far less of the relievers, and the offense only needs to do a little to win. That's exactly what happened. The Dodgers scratched early, then finished the job. Getting a 3-0 jump in the first inning against Dylan Cease made the game tilt immediately. Cease's inability to find the zone, 6 walks in 2 innings, and fielding miscues behind him turned what might have been a bullpen day into an L for San Diego. Teoscar Hernandez delivering his 20th homer and the sac fly that pushed Shohei Ohtani across show how deep Los Angeles offense is. This isn't a one-man show. Ohtani's presence, he scored on Hernandez's sac fly and later recorded a hit, still changes how opponents pitch, but contributors like Hernandez, Freddie Freeman, and Conforto keep the lineup dangerous even when an opponent focuses on Ohtani. Freeman's involvement, producing runs via an RBI that came on a Padres error, underlines the Dodgers' knack for manufacturing runs, not just waiting on homers. From the Padres' perspective, this game highlighted 2 problems you can't ignore in a tight division race: command and fundamentals. Cease getting mauled by walks early put San Diego in a hole, and 3 errors compounded the damage. When you hand a team extra opportunities, elite staffs like the Dodgers take advantage. Cease's exit after 85 pitches in the 4th also raises questions about whether the Padres can get length from their rotation pieces consistently, something they'll need if they're going to keep pace in a one-game division battle. The standings matter here. The Dodgers moved to 70-53 and leapfrogged the Padres by a single game. In a division where margin for error is tiny, momentum swings matter. Winning at Dodger Stadium against your chief rival has a twofold impact. It improves your record, and it applies psychological pressure before the next meeting. They'll see each other again next weekend at Petco. That upcoming series could decide who holds control entering the stretch run. Managerial implications are straightforward. Robert Familia for the Dodgers can be conservative with bullpen usage after Snell's length. The club should be able to protect a lead without burning through arms. For the Padres, Bob Melvin needs to reestablish starter command and tighten up the defense in short order. Small corrections, fewer free passes, cleaner throws, would have turned this into a much different outcome. Looking ahead, the Dodgers get Tyler Glasnow on the bump Sunday and then head to San Diego for another crucial set. Their rotation depth and offensive balance give them a clear path to keep nipping at the division's heels. If San Diego can't solve Cease's control and shore up defensive lapses, the Dodgers will continue to exploit those weaknesses. Bottom line, this was a textbook get a good start, scratch some runs, let the bullpen finish night for Los Angeles, and in a one-game race, that kind of night is worth a lot.